Good morning. Been here a few days and I haven't stopped at my favorite hawker center, so got to make that trip. And today's really cool because I'm going to be joined by some of my friends who hasn't really been exposed much to Singapore hawker culture, hawker food. I figured this is a great place to start. And if you don't know already, I'm at the Old Airport Road Hawker Center, probably my favorite hawker center in all of Singapore. This place and then the Homeland in Chinatown. Basically, if I move to Singapore and I get one hawker center to live close to, this will probably be it. I'm so sad that's closed. But that's still in here. That's so depressing. Now, navigating a hawker center in Singapore, I don't feel like it's really difficult. You just walk around and see where the locals line up. Again, the best lor mee place here is unfortunately closed today, but this place is also really good. What up, dude?
Yo.
How's it going, man?
How you doing?
My first time in Singapore, I came to Dongji Fried Kway Teow, and this gentleman cooks it a very traditional way. Each time ingredients goes into the wok, it's only one serving per plate. It's not like just a big wok of Kway Teow separated into different plates. You get his undivided attention every single order. All right, so a couple of the most iconic dishes in Singapore start you off. So you didn't have this as
No, I don't think I've had either of these things, and I've been here for a week. There's so much food here.
Yeah.
There's so much different stuff between laksa and, I also love carrot cake.
Right, you fell in love with
Carrot cake is crazy. It's not American carrot cake at all.
Right.
It's just the greatest. Stir-fried.
Stir-fried.
It's so good. It's turnips. It's not even carrots.
Yes.
It's not carrots. It's not cake.
Do you know how to reserve seats in Singapore? Have you
No.
learned that?
No.
Okay, you buy one of these, right?
Uh-huh.
And you plop it down on a seat. That's how you reserve seats in Singapore.
Really?
Like, you can't even put like a camera there. You just gotta put one of those tissues. There you go. So this is like rich, gooey noodles. So dig in, and you're gonna see like some of the craziest, gooeyest noodles.
Oh my gosh, they're so densely covered. I thought this was a soup, and it really almost looks more like a sauce.
Yeah, it's like a noodle soup almost. It's filled to the brim with ingredients. So there's a lot of fish. This is like a dry fish head. So this is like all gooey noodles. Yeah, give it a shot, man.
Oh wow, it's a little bit sweet. The noodles are great. They're they're just an egg noodle, right?
These are the regular traditional noodles. Usually they have like a couple different types of noodles in here.
When the noodles are together, they almost make like a bubble between how they stick. See the gelatinous? Wow. Oh.
You gotta eat this with vinegar. That's why they put vinegar in here.
And there's a lot of garlic floating around. I need to get some of that
we should
garlic
mix
in
that.
here.
We should mix that up.
It's really good, but right now I'm mainly getting the sweet notes because we're just now mixing up all this. Yeah. Oh, look at all this minced garlic and the chili.
Thank you.
Look at this bowl.
This is like really satisfying comfort food type
Oh yeah,
noodles.
it's almost like a sugar syrup at how thick it is.
It's gonna stay in your body for a while.
Oh yeah.
But try it with the fish, because the fish with this, they fry the fish, and it's got such a great texture. I love this. Especially with that little hint of vinegar. Adds to the umami of this dish. Like when I first saw this, I was like, I'm eating glue.
It is like glue.
You know?
It is so, you said gooey noodles. I think it's more like, gooey is like such a bigger word even than noodles. It's goo.
But once you dig into the richness, there's nothing like it anywhere in the world. Like it's so freaking unique.
You're right. The fish is really great.
Right.
The fish is crunchy and salty
Yep.
and really offsets the sweet goo of everything else.
Yeah. I waited 2 hours to have this dish the first time I had
No.
it. Oh yeah.
That's how you knew it was.
Yeah. Oh, when you came here, there was a line out the door of people waiting for this dish.
Wow.
This is the Kway Teow. Like I said, really iconic and completely different than that dish.
Now, I know you don't drink, but I drink, and this is excellent hangover breakfast food.
Yeah.
It's just hot. You're right, you can taste the skillet. It's like when in America you've got like a burger place that's been using the same stove or iron for forever. Yeah. It's like that with these noodles.
I feel like the essence of a kway teow is you're tasting the fire, basically. And the noodles are different. A lot of eggs, a lot of seafood in here. The flavor is much lighter. I feel like there's much more of a xiang, like an aromatic presence in this dish.
It really does. You taste the physical heat of the cooking.
Try the lime juice. This is like stir it up a little bit. It's got calamansi inside.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a Southeast Asian lime.
Are those little limes?
Yes,
I've seen these little limes everywhere. I didn't know what they really were. Whoa. Oh wow. That's just the right amount of tart to offset how sweet it is.
What's crazy about the hawker culture though in Singapore is that it's changing in the next 5 to 10 years because you see a lot of these guys who are cooking, they're in their 60s, sometimes 70s and 80s. They're not going to keep going for much longer. And the younger generation are not all taking over. So a lot of these places, it's done.
Oh wow, that's scary.
Yeah. So the whole entire food scene in Singapore
Might change.
Yeah, so that's why I like coming here so much because you gotta get everything you can before the average. Celera Rosa, another place I ate at first time in Singapore. They do nasi biryani. Alright, so live prawn noodles are amazing here, but there's only a few places that uses like really live prawns, so it's basically what they call tank to table. So it's live right down here. How's that, buddy?
Oh my gosh, it is salty, rich, fatty, so tender, so beautifully just porky. And that sweet barbecue sauce is just very delicious because this tastes so kind of close to an American barbecue experience, but different enough where like, oh, this would be palatable for them and also blow their mind.
Is that the best Chinese barbecue you ever had?
That is easily the best Chinese barbecue. I'm always underwhelmed by Chinese barbecue and I didn't even get it. I mean, there's only so much of it in America and it's probably not the best. But this, I totally get it. Oh my god.
We got tons of stuff here. So this is the live prawn. I never had this before.
Oh wow, first time.
First time I'm having it. It's a good mild flavor.
I was about to say it smells more shrimpy than it tastes. Noodles are good.
Noodles are
Put
good.
you on them.
Oh my god.
Is this it?
Oh, dude,
Wow.
try the broth.
Wow.
That is good stuff.
Wow, that is really good shrimp broth. I often find shrimp broth to be a little too fishy and just a little too umami for me. This is like the chicken noodle soup of shrimp broth. It is perfect.
This is better than I thought it was going to ever be.
Which is incredible broth.
She was asking, she was like, do you want noodles in the broth or do you want it outside? I'm like, what do you think? She's like, get it outside so you can taste the broth on its own.
Okay,
Whoa,
jump
right now,
over here and just take a spoonful of it.
That's good. Yeah, it is like chicken noodle soup, but with shrimp.
that shrimp flavor is so fresh. I
And
mean,
it's not too salty.
oh,
It's not like a shrimp broth made out of the dried
right.
shrimp.
Yeah.
It's like real shrimp broth. Wow.
You get that subtle sweet flavor from the shrimp in the broth. I mean, it's way better than the noodles. Noodles are good,
Noodles are good.
but it's not
Broth
like
is
that.
stellar.
Check this out though. 5 major massive prawns, 10 Singapore dollars. So this whole
10?
thing is like $7.
That's nothing.
Wow. It's so sweet.
Yeah.
Like a bite of this
Wow.
in a sip of broth. Dude. And that stall's been there a while. And the lady told me it's her 3rd generation recipe. It's been in her family for like generations.
I've loved all the food I've had here. It's been super fun and adventurous, but this is like immediately rose to the top of the ranks.
Right.
Are you just gonna feed me with the?
Yeah.
Yeah, feed your wife, buddy.
Yeah, that,
The other sauce.
yeah.
Good.
Them together is really what's doing it for me.
The citrus is So good.
I haven't even tried
Yo,
the
here's a
biryani.
spoon. You gotta use a spoon.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's really great, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
The more you chew, the better it becomes.
Oh, wow. It's got a very light flavor taste.
$2 for this massive plate.
That's crazy.
And we got one more noodle coming. And this noodle is something I fell in love with last time I was here. Like completely fell head over heels over. Last time I was here, I said I would come back specifically for this noodle. So hopefully it's still as good as I remembered it. But then you're kind of nervous. You're like, what if they change? You know, that's like a
always
long-term
the fear.
relationship. You know.
It's always the fear when you have something amazing and come back a year later if it's going to be as amazing.
Right.
There's always a fear.
We're back at the fresh prawn place. This guy is just amazed by the prawns. Looks great, right?
It's what an amazing way to cook food. To literally go from the tank to that. It takes a minute, and she puts it in to finish off in a broth just to get that last little stewing heat so it gets set. I'm just so amazed at all these hawker stalls, how they operate in such a small area, how they make one dish at a time and are still making consistently perfect dishes.
So the tragedy was, I thought they were gonna get it delivered, but apparently they weren't, and it's been sitting at their stall for like the last half an hour.
That's sad. It tastes good. It is just a little warm. There's still a little heat. It hasn't fully disappeared.
That's still good though.
It's still good.
Wow, I think it's like butter or some kind of like creamy, yummy.
It definitely has a fat on those noodles.
Oh man, we gotta add a little calamansi.
Oh boy.
So
Oh the lime.
calamansi, yeah. This should make it better. Just a slight bit of citrus.
I
Oh,
do love a little citrus to
let's
wake
add
it
a
up.
vinegar. We won't add a
Oh
chili.
yeah. Chinese vinegar, black vinegar is just,
Greatest thing.
it is the greatest thing. I don't know why it's not on every table everywhere.
Seriously.
It's just the best condiment. Wow, that woke it up.
That's great.
If it was near dead because of how long it had been sitting there and just got resuscitated, it is back to life.
The love
Wow.
is still there.
That little bit of citrus, it doesn't even taste citrusy, it's
Right.
just like it brought out the other flavors to be richer.
That's the Becky happy
That's the big
good
happy
food
dance
dance.
right there.
That's so good.
Right?
Yeah, that is just like butter noodles with shrimp.
And last time I came here, I remember waiting like minimum 2 hours for this. And it's still good. I just wish it was like straight out of the wok. Good.
Right. I think that
Best.
pork is the best thing I've had here.
There you go.
That's
Paradise.
why I made sure to hit Mike Chen up when I knew he was going to be in town. I was like, oh, well, he'll know where to go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because there's a lot of food here, and there's a lot of good food, there's a lot of great food,
Yeah.
but I know that there's pearls of unbelievable food, and if anybody knows where it is in the whole world, it's you.
Hey man, I appreciate that, and I'm glad you guys had a good meal today.
Yeah, it was too much food.
It was so good.
If you like this, you can come check out a much more subpar version of the Try Guys eating a bunch of different food, but we had a great time in Singapore, so check that video out. Also, we just always have content coming out. I think also coming up this winter, we're doing a whole holiday sprint, so we're gonna have an Eat the Menu, a cannon competition, a ranking
Nice.
that's all holiday themed.
Guys, definitely check out Keith, Try Guys, great people. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for awesome food.
Thanks for the food.
all of our thanks go to you. You always hit us up, and you really treat us. It's great.
That's really good noodle weather. I guess I've been lucky. This is the rainiest I've seen Singapore since I got here. That's why there's hawker stalls instead of, just regular food stands out in the open. I'm at the Homeland Food Center because the restaurant I want to go to is not open yet. Open in about half an hour, so I want to go ahead and grab some wonton noodles while I wait. I featured this place last time, the Outland Park Fried Kway. If you were in Singapore, and I do recommend coming very soon, because places like this, when this gentleman retires, he's been cooking for decades. When he retires, that's it. I mean, there's no more. It doesn't exist anymore. That's why the line is so huge every single day. You gotta come and try this place out. Reason 60,981 why I love Singapore is you really don't need to research that much. When you go into a hawker center, right? There's tons of these all over the country. Just go to the places with the longest lines. Usually, that's the best place. You've been coming here since 18 years old.
When I was 18 years old.
Wow. And it has the food
Yeah,
taste.
you're gonna put me on TV
No,
now.
it's good, it's good. Has the flavor changed?
No, it
No?
was
Same
just
good flavor?
Yeah.
That's testimony. Justin's awesome. He just stopped by. He got me the Outram Park Kway Teow. Dude, thank you so much, man. Oh my God, I get to have this one last time before I leave Singapore. I'm so happy. So these are pork noodles. I love Singapore pork noodles. Throw some chilies in there. The way these are made, it's pretty similar everywhere I've been. Different cuts of pork, some pork liver, slices of pork, minced pork, and also some dry crispy fish. And it's usually served with pork meatballs and wonton. And this soup, oh, that's so good. They ain't trying to win some aesthetically pleasing food award here. They're just going full on for flavor. Huge porky flavor. I love the little crunchy bits of pork crackling in here. And also little bits of seaweed that soaks up with that great broth. This thing definitely needs some hot oil. And since they don't have it, I got some chilies with a little bit of soy. And I wish I could have some Chinese vinegar here too. Oh yeah. Oh, that made it so much better. Those of you guys who you're really not into organs, this might be too much for you because you get a lot of little bits of pig liver and you eat it with a side of dry noodles. That is all sorts of marvelous. I need another serving of this spicy soy sauce. Welcome to the party, little chilies. What you're tasting is like almost like a buttery, fatty holding all over these noodles. And that's all from the pork fat. That's so bloody amazing. Do what I just did, come here, add some chilies, add some of their special sauce to this. That just made this even better. This stall is all about the pork and it shows. I mean, no vegetables inside the wonton filling, just more pork. The meatball, pure pork meatball. The only thing not pork related here is these little crunchy fish. This is one of the most aggressive and bacony breakfast combos I've ever had. And if you love your bacon as much as I do, you're gonna go hog wild for this. Oh, sugarcane juice. When you're in Singapore or Southeast Asia, you gotta have some sugarcane juice. By the way, if you don't know, started my own sugarcane juice line. Information is down below. And this is a very substantial breakfast for 10 Singapore dollars, so about $8 you get all this. Towards the end, I like to drop some of the soup into my noodles, make it a little noodle soup. So I mix all the sauce on the bottom with that great broth. After all that, for dessert, best kway teow in Singapore from the master himself. Each order cooked individually, 2 types of noodles, little bits of sprouts for some crunch, eggs, little clams. Probably my #1 recommendation for those of you who are coming to Singapore for the first time. One bite. Oh my God. You taste the history. You taste the craftsmanship. All that hard work, that dedication goes into every single bite you take. This is by far my favorite kway teow in Singapore. This is the combination of the soft noodles with the crunchy sprouts. Every bite you taste the wok, you taste the fire. But being able to put it together and having it taste the way it does, I wouldn't call him a chef. I call him a master. So a couple days ago, I was at another hawker center and I ran into a fan. This is his grandmother's stall, Granny's Pancake. So they are selling it in this hawker center and it's some kind of stuffed pancake you can stuff with peanuts, red bean coconut, or peanut butter. But these are just really spongy cakes. So this one has coconut stuff in there. Almost got a mochi-esque feel to it. That is so good. The cake does have like a really bouncy, chewy, slightly mochi texture to it. It's absolutely delicious. Look at this. This looks like a food mattress. The cakes are subtly sweet, really airy. And it doesn't fall apart like an angel cake or like a pound cake. Granny, if you're watching, this is amazing. Great job. I got a coconut, I got a red bean, and I got a peanut butter. And they're made to order, so these are piping hot off the stove. Oh, this is like just the most amazingly gooey and crunchy mochi pancake ever. If you love a peanut butter sandwich, upgrade to this. You gotta eat this when it's warm. Oh, red bean is good too. I think for me it's the peanut butter. Come here and try the peanut butter one. Had to get out of that food court before the lunch crowd came in. The next oh, there it is. Huh. I was just gonna talk about, yeah. The next place I'm going to is a buffet restaurant. It's called Annalakshmi Indian Buffet here in Singapore. But what's unique about this place is that there's no set price, so you can pay however much you want. Well, unless you come with more than 10 people, apparently. Got some bringo asavanji, some alo palak, and they make fresh dosas here, and also puffy bread. The selection itself is not a lot. You got your typical stuff, rice, you got a couple dessert items, and it is an all-vegetarian buffet. I know I'm a complete vegetarian, but when it comes to Indian food, when I went to India, I had so many dishes that were just vegetarian dishes, and I've said, if I was ever to become a vegetarian, India will be the country I go to because it probably has the best tasting vegetarian dishes. And right here, this Chana Masala is out of this world. The chickpeas is cooked so well. They got great spices from the masala. Freshly made dosa. I don't know what this is, but this little pickled dish with onions and garlic. It's a little tangy, a little tomatoey, a little bit of cumin. The dosa cooked perfectly. I love the parts where there's a slight bit of crunch. This food is superb. The alo palak, which is potatoes with spinach. There may be just a few dishes up there, but everything is quality stuff. And what's crazy is that this place, everything is cooked by volunteers. So it's really great. If you are somebody in need, you can come here and enjoy a really good meal for a very affordable price. So when you finish your meal, you walk up to the cash register, they're gonna ask you how much you wanna pay. I think I paid 15, which I think is pretty typical, but all in all, it was a really good meal. Now I'm on my way to, there's a durian cafe that opened up in Singapore, so I wanna check that smelly place out. For some reason, the durian cafe is shut down. I don't know why, but can always rely on this place. This is always a reliable dessert option. Tons of traditional Chinese desserts. Got some grass jelly with atap seeds. If you've never had atap seeds before, the most amazing things ever. And then I have some ginger mochi balls. And the grass jelly, it's one of those things that is really gonna help you keep cool in the summer because it's a cooling food item. This thing is a little herby, so be prepared for that. But yeah, a couple sips already, you feel your body start cooling down. Ooh, that's spicy, by the way. Always love me some mochi ball. So if you want to follow me real time, the best way to do that is follow me on Instagram. I'll put that right here and down below. Also check out my vlog channel. If you want to know what I'm doing besides eating a lot of the times, check that out. And as always, guys, don't forget to hit that little bell. And of course, all the places I went to listed down below for you. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again. See you later.